What's up, guys? So it's day 67 today, and something incredible is happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to describe it. This is hands down the most motivated I've ever been in my whole life, for absolutely no reason. I just spent about an hour writing on paper everything that I've done, everything that I've eaten in the past 72 hours. What did I do significantly different? Why am I feeling this? This is like crazy because I've done long streaks before and I've never remember being this motivated. I've had extreme motivational days for no reason where for like 6 hours or something like this, I would get this unstoppable motivation and then it would wane off, right? You get like a little bout of just like tiredness and even sometimes depression if you overload yourself. This is totally different. This is totally different. I feel like somebody slipped me some pill or something. This is insane. So I've been like trying to backtrack my steps so I could replicate this again and again. So just a quick rundown. I woke up at like 5:30 this morning, on the dot actually, 5:30. As soon as I opened my eyes, I wasn't groggy, I wasn't sleepy, it wasn't anything. It felt like a chemical change in my brain or something. I don't know what it is. Or I don't know what it is. So I made a little list of things that are most likely to have contributed to this. I think it's old and working together or feeding off each other or something. I don't know. I'm insanely motivated and I can't stop doing. I've done so much stuff today. It's not just motivation. It's like a huge willingness to take risks. Like I just spent the last 7 hours doing like about 4 or 5 of the things I've been putting off for a long time because I could lose a lot of money by doing it. And I've really been scared to just take that leap. And I just did it. Like, I don't know how I did it. This is something I've been putting off for so long. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to jinx myself. It's got to do with my business there. I'm just like overloaded here. Okay, so the 10 things, I tried to make sense of it. So I made a list of 10 things that I think contributed to this. The thing is, okay, the number one thing that probably contributed to this is that it's day 68 of hard mode, okay? And the days are just stacking. The only thing that I'm thinking about right now is I've done over 68 days before, and I've been extremely motivated. I've had these superpowers. This is definitely what you would call a superpower. This is not a benefit. Fuck that. This can't be chopped up as a benefit. Okay, so the first thing is probably 68 days, hard mode. Okay, that's the main contributing factor. The next thing is I haven't drank alcohol for 75 days. I haven't done anything that's really releasing too much pleasure in the last 75 days at all. That's number two. Number three, this should be number one, is that I've been meditating a lot more the past few months than I have ever in my life. And this is just compounding, and then it's like a minimum effective dosage where it just all like explodes and releases. Like you hear lots of people talking about stuff like this. I don't know, maybe it's a chemical in the brain. I'm just guessing. I can only theorize. I don't know. The fourth thing is I dry fasted. The longest I ever dry fasted was between Saturday and Sunday, and I never really dry fast, but I've been hearing a lot about it. And the whole theory of dopamine fasting has been really interesting for me, and I thought if I take away water also, that would really make my brain panic and start doing something. I did feel totally different brain signals, different things happening within the body. I was dopamine fasting all weekend also. That has a huge contribution. Number five, and this should be ranked higher up, I have written here. I haven't been participating in any sort of like dopamine releasing behavior. Ever since I discovered dopamine fasting, I started talking about it. I've been super conscious about my social media use, about my scrolling through internet, Reddit, everything, just learning about the topics that I'm interested in. I've been really putting an end to it, and I've been spending a lot more time in silence. I haven't been listening to any music, and a bunch of other little things like this that feel pleasurable, that release dopamine. And I've only been doing that for like, since the first dopamine video that I made, what was it, like a week and a half ago, and I've been doing it more and more, but in the last 3 or 4 days, since last weekend, it's happened. I've been way more conscious, and I've been stopping myself from all sorts of little pleasurable things. I think that actually should be ranked higher. okay, it's probably just a combination of all these things together. Um, I started taking this multivitamin again that I haven't been taking for a long time. It's just for men. It's literally it's a multivitamin for men, and then it's a really good one. It's the best one I could find. And I remember before when I was doing it, I did feel a significant like improvement in mood and stuff like that. It must be something to do with testosterone, maybe. It's a guess. I don't know. Number 7, I hit the gym really hard yesterday, and I also went to the sauna, and I stayed in the sauna longer than usual with 3 cold showers in between. That was right before bed. Okay. Um, so I've mildly dopamine fasting lately. Number 9, yesterday my diet looked exceptionally good. I ate around 4,000 calories yesterday because I was coming off a dry fast and an all weekend long food fast. And I don't know, I ate more than usual. The thing is that yesterday, I've never in my life actually eaten so many different vegetables. I made a huge, massive fruit bowl sized salad with, it's probably like 11 or 12 different vegetables. Because it was like, I bought 3 big bags of like mixed vegetables. One of them was just mixed and there was a bunch of stuff in it. Plus I cut up a bunch of other vegetables in with it. And then I ate 6 different types of fruits yesterday. I ate a lot of pears. Somewhere it's said that pears affect your serotonin levels positively as well as bananas. And I ate bananas yesterday too. I ate a lot of nuts, way more than average. Yesterday I ate hazelnuts, pumpkin seeds, and cashews. And cashews are supposed to be really good for serotonin. I don't know if it's a chemical reaction of some of these foods. I would say that it's mostly the hard mode streak is the main thing, and the dopamine fasting I've been doing lately. But it might be a weird combination of one of these things. Okay, and also the last thing would be that I had a really good sleep after the sauna session. After each sauna session, I have an amazing sleep. That might have something to do with it. I didn't wake up at all. It's actually one of the best sleeps I've had in a long time. I think actually all these contributing factors, they all work together. I cannot stop just doing push-ups, cleaning, and getting right back to work and crazy. I'm taking like these big risks and doing these things I've been putting off for so long. This is crazy. This is insane. I'm trying to just think of other things that I've done differently in the past little while that must have led up to this. This is a clear pathway. I don't know, something's totally different happening in my brain. There's a chemical reaction of some sort happening. I could literally feel it. This isn't typical. This isn't normal. What else is different? So today was my caffeine day. I have like one every week or one every 10 days. It's been almost 10 days since the last time I drank caffeine. And this time I chose to get loose leaf tea. I know it's got thiamine and stuff like that, but like before I drank the tea, I was already feeling this like crazy. And I was really curious. I wrote about it in my journal if the effects are going to be any different. And I drank quite a bit of this tea and it just like doubled what I was feeling. Which isn't normal. Usually when I have a caffeine day, yeah, it feels great. I get way more motivated and productive, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening. There's some craziness happening right now. And the energy I'm getting is not like caffeine energy from green tea and stuff like that. I know what it feels like. I'm very familiar with this feeling, but it just multiplied what I was feeling before I drank it. So I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I'm not going to post this video for a few days. I'm going to post this video. First, I'm working on another video, almost finished now, for the dopamine fast, and it's an animated video. And I'm going to the gym, and then, I don't know, I'll probably add on to this video throughout the day. But that's pretty crazy. I've done so much today. I wrote an entire chapter of the book today also. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try to examine more and think of other things that may have contributed to this, but I mean, cardio also, I did a heavy bout of cardio last night, just before bed, just before the sauna, so I don't know. That might have something to do with it. Enough talking. I don't know how much more information I can give you guys. Day 61 was, I can hands down say, the best day of my life for no reason. I still don't really know what happened there. Day 68 is hands down the most motivated I've ever been in my whole life. Hands down. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to try to backtrack my steps so I can replicate this again and again. And I'll add on to this video if I can later throughout the day. But don't expect to see this video for a few days because I have my animated video coming out about dopamine fasting, and then I have the Q&A. I'm going to do a live Q&A before that, and I'm not going to release all these videos at once because I see how the subscribers drop off and I release too much content at once. Some people just don't have the attention span. I'm not sure. Maybe it's annoying. Anyways, enough. What up, guys? So it's day 69 today. Lucky number 69. I'm at the gym, 7 in the morning. I'm getting the pump on. I'm getting my testosterone boost. I feel great, man. The last couple of days have just been insane. It feels so good being the first guy at the gym, you know? And getting your squats in. I don't know, it's just something amazing first thing in the morning, you know? I don't know what to say. Last couple of days have been really amazing for me. I've been trying to stay off the phone. I've been trying not to record any videos. I've just been trying to enjoy the moment. I've been recording less and less. I've been having less want to record. I haven't been wanting to record at all, to be honest. I'm just kind of forcing myself. But I don't know, man. Since day 60, things have been flipping. Like, man, there's something about these even numbers, and I don't know how I can have such huge leaps in energy. And man, trust the process. That's all I could say. You hear this all the time. You hear this all the time because it's true. People don't trust the process. They I don't know, this whole time since the streak started, I've been feeling like all my other streaks. Each day's been better and better and better. More confidence, more motivation. Then you start having these huge benefits here and there. I had the best day of my life on day 61. I had the most motivation I've ever had in my life on day 67 or 68, whatever. 68, yeah, 68 yesterday. It was insane. Even today I woke up, I'm not as motivated as yesterday. But I only got like 3.5 hours of sleep. I was supercharged. I don't know what's up. Something happened with me mentally. I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been cutting out stimulants. Another thing that I thought about that might have contributed to this was that I cut out all artificial sugars. I stopped taking protein powder. I started getting my protein from natural sources. I don't know. Testosterone is huge. Like everything that I'm feeling. You know, when you go on the subreddit for TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, or when you listen to any of the testimonials of guys who did it, they report the same thing like the NoFap guys. I don't know. I think my testosterone is just increasing and getting jacked up or something. That's the importance, man. Testosterone is one of the most important things. I always talk about dopamine, but I think testosterone is almost equally important. I'm going to start talking about that a lot more often because guys got to get there. Even if your testosterone is good, it can always be better, right? Just don't fall for that stuff for TRT unless you really need it, unless you really, really need it. You know, go to a doctor and then go get a second opinion after, because there is side effects. Doesn't matter what people are telling you, man. And if you don't like the truth, like you can't have something for nothing. You can't have something as amazing as TRT with no consequences, you know what I mean? You didn't work hard to do it. You just stuck yourself in a needle, you know what I mean? The world doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm not gonna start preaching today. Increase your testosterone, man. I want to start making videos about increasing testosterone, optimizing it naturally, because there's plenty of things you can do naturally to optimize your testosterone. And even if you think your testosterone's already optimized, it could always be a little bit better. Man, testosterone, I should have probably started off with this. Testosterone is so much more important than just simply sex drive. Like, that's just one of the little things. I watched a documentary like 2 times already. I watched this documentary. I just watched it again the other day, and they got like female CEOs of companies taking testosterone now for competitive purposes. They want to be more competitive. They want to be more risk takers. Like, sex drive is just one of the small things that are related to testosterone. Having optimized testosterone really makes you more motivated, confident, energized. Like literally all the stuff you hear about NoFap. That's what it is. You know, it makes you pretty much unstoppable when you start entering like competitions and in the business world, right? That's why this stuff's illegal to use in competitions, right? It's a performance enhancing drug, but we produce it naturally, right? So let's get it in order. I think that's the main thing. Let's get our testosterone in order. That's going to be the focus of the next few videos. I think that's what's happening to me now since day 60. I don't know, something triggered in my body or something. I'm producing more testosterone. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta get one of those mail packages to test my testosterone, and you can send it back, or just go make an appointment with a doctor. I don't know. I just don't want them to try to sell me something. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But testosterone, whew, that's the key for men. Dopamine, testosterone. You get those two things in order, you'd be unstoppable. You'd be unstoppable. You know, like I preach a lot of hardcore discipline stuff. You know, like when I talk about dopamine fasting and things like this, people probably think I'm being pretty extreme. But like I always say, guys, this isn't forever, man. This is for a short period of time. Be extreme. I know it's not sustainable to cut out all pleasurable activities for the rest of your life. Who would want to do that anyways? I'm talking about just making a huge leap forward in your life. That's the reason I preach this stuff. You can do it for a couple months, you can do it for a year, maybe even 2 if you got the discipline. But you know, the key is just to do it for a while, achieve a whole bunch of your goals that you wanted to achieve for a long time, make it much easier, make a big leap forward, you know, and then taper back a bit. Allow yourself to enjoy life a little bit. Anyways, testosterone. Testosterone is the name of the game right now. Next couple of videos I think are going to be revolving mostly around that. Because read up on it. Read up on it. What does testosterone do? What is it responsible for? You know, don't take my word for it. It's not just libido. It's not even libido's like, there's like 5 or 6 things that testosterone is responsible for. Libido is only one of them. The other things are like focus, elevated mood, all the stuff you hear about, like NoFap. I always wondered what happens, you know, to those guys if they could. I know you get crazy horny if you start doing TRT, but what would those guys get in terms of superpowers benefits if they combine that with like dopamine fasting? That would be just unstoppable. The guy would be a machine. What up, guys? So it's day 70. I just woke up and I just did my meditation and cold shower and all that stuff. And something's happening with me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not motivation. As soon as I woke up today, I feel like a robot. I stood up, wasn't groggy, nothing, and then my brain is working differently. I want to say I just have like a crazy thing of motivation again, like I did a couple of days ago, but it's a little bit different today. I don't know. It's day 70. It's an even day. Weird stuff has been happening to me on even days, I've noticed. It's not important. What's important is that as I sat there at the edge of my bed meditating, I started to make sense of things that are extremely difficult things to make sense of, and I caught myself saying stuff like, how come I never thought of it like that before? I don't know why my brain has become so clear now all of a sudden. I have extreme mental clarity. I have extreme motivation. I'm still like half asleep, but I'm just like, my to-do list is through the roof. There's so much stuff I need to tackle today. It's insane. I'm going to put all these videos into one. Day 60, 68, 69, and 70. Something is happening chemically in my brain, officially now. Something is seriously going on, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. I'm going to start something. I'm going to start doing something, and I'm going to call it 100 hours of silence. These are going to be 100-hour dopamine fasts. So I'm disconnecting from everything for 100 hours after this video. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to tune in for Sunday for a live stream on Sunday. That's going to be my 1 hour, 1.5 hours of electronic use in this next 100 hours. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be super strict about it. So that's it. There's something going on in my brain. Something amazing today. Extreme mental focus, clarity, and I want to say motivation, but motivation will be downplaying it. It's something else. It's something else is happening. I don't know what it is. This is a report for day 70. That's going to be it. Also, what I wanted to say, yesterday I started ranting about the TRT replacement therapy. If you guys end up looking into it, just be really, really, really careful, because most of you don't need it. The vast majority of you guys don't need TRT. Even if you think you need it, trust me, you probably don't need it, unless you're really like the 1 out of 10% and the doctor really tells you that you need it. Okay, there's a lot of natural things. If the doctor doesn't tell you to do a whole bunch of things, start a new routine that's going to naturally increase your testosterone, then go to a different doctor. Okay, because they just want to push it. Remember, TRT is a part of the pharmaceutical industry, which is like one of the most evil things that you can ever get involved with. All the videos on YouTube and everywhere will try to convince you there's no side effects and stuff like that. But trust me, there's no magic pill. You're not going to get something for nothing, and that's basically it. I want to believe that that's not true. I would love to have tried TRT, even though I don't need it, just to get even more benefits. But unfortunately, these things, they come with problems if you don't genuinely need it, if your blood work doesn't say that you need it. So be careful for pretty much any information you're going to find on TRT on the internet. All these people have ulterior motives. They all got a link you got to follow. They all got something they want to sell you, okay? So it's in their best interest to make you believe that there's no side effects and how safe it is and this and that. Even when you hear Joe Rogan talking about it, he admits, that any competent doctor will make you do a series of things that will naturally increase your testosterone. These are things I'll be talking about in the future videos. And I'll set a video that I already created to release automatically, maybe tomorrow or something. Yeah, so that's the stuff I'm talking about. And when you hear Joe Rogan talking about it, he even admits that, oh, I don't care. He's like, I don't care if it shaves 10 years off my life, whatever. He says that it's worth it. So some people, depending on your personality, you might think it's worth it. And I thought about it too. If I want to give up the last 10 years of my life or whatever it is, and just increase the benefits that I feel now, if I combine it with NoFap and dopamine fasting, I think NoFap and dopamine fasting, depending on how far you can take your dopamine fast, could give you the same results as TRT replacement therapy without cutting off your life. You're basically trading pleasure instead of just taking a magic shot that you inject yourself with. That's it, guys. That's it for today. I'm disconnecting for 100 hours, okay? I'm disconnecting for 100 hours. This is going to be called 100 hours of silence. Maybe I'll document it with the camera because I don't get any pleasure from doing these, or maybe I'll just go in depth in my journaling. But I have a lot of business stuff I want to take care of in this next 100 hours, just on paper, writing stuff out. Anyways, the main thing to report today, something that's totally different, is my extreme ability to problem solve and focus, some sort of, how to put this in words. I'm looking at things, at issues. I'm looking at things I've been dealing with for many years that I already thought, oh, there's this, and this routine to taking care of it. Now it's like, whoa, this is so clear. It's something totally different. I don't know. It's extreme mental clarity. That's a good way of saying it. The most clear mentally I've ever been in my life. All right, guys, that's it. So it's day 75 today. At the gym, nice and early. And I gotta say, since I started studying about testosterone and how to increase it, I've started implementing these few things into my life. I thought my testosterone was really optimized. It's only been 3 or 4 days since I started looking deep into it. I've always known how to keep your testosterone high, but man, today is like something different, man. I'm feeling, ever since day 61, things have just been exploding every few days. I've been having these extreme, just physical changes. Chemical changes in the brain, physical changes in the body. I've been feeling completely different. I can feel, I don't know, is it testosterone coursing through my body? Is it my streak being at 75 days hard mode now? There's so many variables, but I've changed a few things in the last few days with regards to testosterone optimization, and I feel insane. Like I feel crazy. I feel so good right now. It's unbelievable. I don't know how to put it into words. Really, I feel incredible. Just from waking up this morning, I'm gonna include it all in the video that's gonna be released today on optimizing your testosterone. Little things I've been keeping an eye on, and I know like optimizing testosterone takes some time, but I don't know. I'm feeling maybe it's placebo. I don't know. It's not though. It's 99%. It's probably NoFap hard mode streak plus me dopamine fasting so much lately. I've been going harder at the gym though. Today I did have a coffee in the morning, a light coffee. And that's it, but I've been just going insane at the gym. And if I didn't feel amazing already this morning when I woke up, it's ×3 today. Like I always feel better. I always feel testosterone increase when I'm at the gym. But man, just me hitting the weights harder today and the things I've been doing lately, it's just I don't know, man. It's like night and day. It's amazing. Oh, I feel just incredible. I had to start recording. This is insane.